Good morning and welcome to your Yin class. If you haven't already, grab all of your props or your improvised props and we meet on the mat. Remember, Yin is a practice in which we hold our poses for time and we want to be in a supported pose using any and all props that we have available to take the muscle engagement out of the practice. All right, let's get started. We're going to start in an upright position. You might like to sit on a block, meditation cushion, pillow, anything you might have. Align the body, ears, shoulders, and hips. Maybe the eyes soften down or close. Begin to follow your natural breaths, just feeling the effect of the breath as it arrives in the body, where the body expands, how fully it expands. And feel the ease in the body with the exhalation, letting the breaths flow without effort. Maybe on an exhale, lower the chin. Feel free to let the head gently move side to side. And then let the head hang for a moment. Slowly inhale the head back up and gently exhale to the right. Take some curious moves through the chin and find a place to linger. Another breath here. Roll chin toward chest. Inhale, head up. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. And once again, being curious. And then find a spot to linger. And then roll chin toward chest again. Inhale the head over the shoulders. Exhale to turn your chin to your right. Inhale back through center. Exhale to your left. And do that again. And then make your way back to center. Shrug the shoulders up and circle them back and around. Other direction. And a wiggle. And then allow the body to come into stillness. Turn the palms up. And just let the fingers be in a natural extension. No need to really lengthen them out. Just let them be open. Feel into your body. Notice sensations. So there's a close link between worry, fear, and anxiety. Worry is when the mind continues to think upon something, whether it's current or past or future. Fear is an imminent danger to the physical being, particularly. It could be mental, emotional, but mostly physical. And anxiety is a combination of worry and fear. And sometimes we have no understanding as to why it's manifesting in our bodies, in our minds, giving us those unrelenting thoughts that come and go and keep coming again. But today's pranayama breath work is going to help us just to create a break in that mental cycle that leads to anxiety or reinforces anxiety. So you can keep the hands open as they are, or you can let them rest on the torso somewhere that might feel more appropriate. So just finding what you need in this moment to feel connected, to feel safe, and able to follow the breaths. So the inhales will come quickly through the nose, like a water spout spewing up, like if you have a water fountain and it's spewing up. And then as you exhale, you're going to open the mouth and just let it be very a passive release. So you're not forcing the breath out, you're just letting it seep out. And we'll go about 5 rounds here, just so you can get a feel for it. Keep the mind at that space between your brows, allowing you to have an anchor for your mind. Take a full exhale. Inhale quickly. Passive exhale through the mouth. Inhale quickly. Passive exhale. Breathe in, out. Again. One more. And just feel into your body. Notice any thoughts, feelings, sensations. Note them without attaching to them. And as you note them, after you've noted them, place them on a leaf and let them float away. And this is a little pranayama you can do anytime, multiple times, even if it's just for a moment to let go of any emergency anxiety feeling and then move on with your day. And let's begin to move forward into a tabletop. Take a little movement through the hips as you find your space here. And then let the hips just circle around, other direction. Good. And then we're going to exhale the spine into the air. Inhale, roll through the spine, open up the heart. And continue to flow in and out of cat and cow. One more time. And back to your neutral. And then take any kind of spiraling movement that feels comfortable and available through your spine. We want to keep all of our joints well lubricated and healthy. And then we're moving into a supported puppy pose, a heart opener. It's going to stretch the chest and the shoulders. You can use any prop at all under the chest. You might like to have a combination of props. Just find what feels right and available. Keep the hips high over the knees as you melt your heart down and your forehead down. If you don't have a prop like this, you can always use a bolster on its edge, right under the shoulders, can feel nice, or right under the armpits. You just want to be in a place that your neck is nice and long and you feel like you can breathe freely.
Keep the upper body as is and allow the legs to lengthen behind you. Lower the hips. If you need to adjust your props, do so. And then we're just going to take this full body extension and prone. So a nice stretch for the whole back body. You might like to switch your prop more vertical along the lines of the body instead of horizontal. Just finding what feels like the right option and then settle in. 5 more slow, steady breaths. Mm. 'After your 5th breath, ease the hands in under the shoulders. Draw pelvic floor up and the belly. Slowly inhale to push earth away. As you move your hips back, walk the hands back. I'm just going to take a quick press back here in not really a full child's pose, but just a quick stretch. And then we'll ease back onto the table, into tabletop and over onto our backs. So bend your knees to roll your body down. Take a moment when you arrive to really be present. Feel the ground underneath you.
Feel your body in space. And then we'll take your right ankle over your left thigh. Keep it there and simply let the legs rock side to side. Left foot stays planted. A little rocking through the hips. Noticing any areas that feel restricted. Sending an extra deep breath into the space. And on the exhale, give that part of the body freedom to soften, to release. And then we'll come into stillness. We'll just hold our figure 4. You can stay right where you're at. If you want more intensity, you can slide a block or some other prop underneath your left foot, just to get a little more drawing of the legs in without having to hold them. Very gentle and passive hip opener. Let your breath do the work for you here. Now we're going to move the legs to the left side in a spinal rotation. You have many options for how to linger there. You can use props or no props, under, between, on top of legs. You can keep your figure 4 and simply take that right foot over to the left side and keep the right knee in the air. You can take a traditional um, spinal rotation and just unwind and stack the legs as you lower them. You might extend your right leg, keep your left leg bent, or straighten it. You could bring the left foot to the right hand, keeping shoulder blades down, so make sure you're able to do that. You can use a prop under the leg. So just find the variation of spinal rotation that feels like the right one for you at this time. Making sure that shoulder blades are down, your hips are fairly stacked, and maybe your head turns right. You could always add a prop on top of your right leg if you'd like that additional weight. Come back to your breaths. Notice if you might be clenching or gripping, especially through the glutes or the hips. Use your exhale to let the body release. 3 more breaths. And then to release, if you're holding a foot, let it slide back down. Give it some space. Ease the top leg in and hips come over. Once your hips are over, draw both knees in. Give them a little hug. Circle the legs and the knees in the air. And then we'll set the feet down. Cross left ankle over right thigh. And again, let the knees swish a little side to side. A little rocking. And then come into stillness. Hold. It's where you might like to have that prop under the foot. And then with your next exhale, we lower the legs to the right side. Any variation of spinal rotation that feels right for you. Notice and release any holding contraction in the muscles. 3 more breaths. And then we'll release the foot if we're holding it. Center the head. Ease your left leg back over. Align your hips. Draw both knees in. Give them a little squeeze. And then let your knees circle in the air. Massage the low back. Go the other direction. Good. Set your feet down for a moment. Maybe let the head gently move side to side. Just feel your body. And as you're ready, ease your body over to your side. Slowly press to seated. And then from here, we're just going to take a little movement in the shoulders to finish up our practice. So roll them up, big circles around. You can move through the neck, other direction. And then take really big wiggles, letting the arms flop around or move like seaweed. And then circle the torso. Other direction. And then come up tall. Let your hands rest on your legs. And in your mind, state, my legs. Hands rest over the belly. My abdomen. Hands on the chest. My chest. Hands on the shoulders. My shoulders. Hands on your head. My head. And then hands come back down, honoring, receiving, releasing, whatever you need to. No rhyme or reason needed. Just allowing the flow. And then we'll close with 5 of those anxiety breaking breaths. Full exhale. Quick inhale through the nose. Passive exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. One more. Natural breaths. So throughout this practice today, we've implemented various aspects that are somatic practices, all of them beneficial for releasing anxiety, fear, worry, stress in our bodies. Palms might meet at heart. Namaste.
I missed it.
Thank you so much. All right. Take care. We'll see you in the next time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.